So if you are one of those people that has like a lot going up on like in your head and stuff like that, and you have so many ideas, so many thoughts, you like constantly thinking of like new things that you want to do and try and like implement in your business and talk about. I'm gonna talk about something that I've been doing for a while now that's worked for me, and I know this definitely isn't for everyone. But I will forget an idea if I do not write it down. Like I need to write down literally everything that I do. I can't compartmentalize, is that the word? Compartmentalize what I'm thinking if I don't put it onto paper, because there's like so many different things going on up in my head that it'll get lost in the sauce. So if you're like me, something that I've been doing is using Notepad a lot on my phone or Google Docs. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, Olivia, like I already do that. Like if I have an idea, like I'll just write it in notes or in Google Docs. No, this is like extreme mode of doing that. You do it whenever you have a thought. You don't wait until you're out of earshot of someone, or you've completed a task or something. No, you have that idea, you put it in your notes right away. And the reason I'm making this video is because this happened to me at 3:30 in the morning. I had an idea for some sort of video I want to make. I forget what the video was. I think it was that's not important. The video itself isn't important. What's important is the topic I'm talking about. And I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and I had an idea and I was like, oh, I'll remember it in the morning. And then the other part of my brain's like, Olivia, you're not going to remember this when you wake up. You're not going to remember this. You know damn well you're not going to remember this. So you need to write it down, like right now. So I took out my phone, which was across the room, opened up my notepad and typed it out. And then I went back to sleep and I was fine. Normally, if I just don't write it down, or I have I let the thought brew a little bit more in my head, I struggle to go back to sleep. And it's like that feeling when you get up at 3 in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't really want to go pee, but I have to pee. Maybe I'll just wait out and see if it goes away, and it never goes away. It's the same with the thoughts going on in my brain. So if this is you, make sure you're writing down everything when you have the thought. Another thing that works out really well is voice memos. I am the type of person that is better when I talk out ideas as well. So I guess the the hierarchy of ideas for Olivia is voice, text, keeping it inside my brain. Voice is at the very top because, as you probably noticed if you watched a few other of these types of videos, it's kind of like a ramble for me, but I pick out the big ideas that I get from these types of videos. Because as I keep talking, I keep generating more ideas. So I highly recommend using the voice memo app on your phone, or doing some sort of text to speech. That is super, super useful for me as well. And that's where Google Docs comes in really handy. If you go into Google Docs, you can actually use the microphone. I think in the top, there's or an extension that you can add on. And it's like a little microphone. You can literally just talk and it'll type on Google Docs, which is amazing. I didn't know you could do that. I know you can do that on your iPhone if you just go into little right hand corner. Don't ask me about Androids because I don't have those types of phones, but I have an iPhone. And that's also helped a lot because it saves me so much more time than just typing things out. So obviously, if I'm in a public area, I'm not just gonna do a voice memo, But I mean, sometimes I do. Depends on where I'm at. But if I have an idea and I'm just sitting around and it's more like a paragraph or a full page thing, I will literally just voice to text everything. It's so much easier and you get out so many more thoughts than you thought you had. So yeah, that is my tip of the day. I know it's probably not healthy waking up at 3:30 in the morning and writing down your ideas, but it's one of those things where it's you know what I'm talking about. You wake up and you have these brilliant ideas or these super cool thoughts and you're I know I'm going to forget about it, but I'll remember it in the morning, and then you never remember it in the morning. So just write it down, you guys. Write it down. voice record it, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. But stop letting your ideas get lost, because a lot of the time $1 million idea happens like when you're not trying to think of $1 million idea. It happens when you're in the grocery store, or when you wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, or if you're in the shower. Like, that sort of stuff happens all the time. Like, I was in the shower the other day and I had this other brilliant idea, and my phone was on the countertop, which is like, I have to go out of the shower to grab my phone. So I literally jumped out of the shower, went onto my phone. I had like shampoo in my hair still. And I know this sounds so crazy to say out loud, but I had shampoo in my hair, wrote it down, and then got back in the shower. Because I'm like, if I don't remember this right now, I'm gonna keep having to like repeat it to myself, and I don't feel like doing that the rest of my shower. I just want to enjoy my shower. So if you have a weirdly wired brain like I do, and you just can't seem to retain your thoughts, or you're constantly having like these different thoughts come in, just write it down, voice text it. Or if it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't take action on it right now, like recording a video, just do it. Like, stop delaying. Stop delaying it, because if you're like me, it doesn't get any better, you guys. You're not gonna remember the idea. You're not gonna have the motivation to do it later. So just freaking do it, okay? That is Olivia's motivation for the day, Olivia's weird tip of the day. But just write down all of your ideas, okay?